All right, so I was seeing some of the Ron Paul supporters were suggesting that the some of us in the Liberty Movement should start rubbing, the Mitt Romney supporters rubbing in their face that they lost, and I completely disagree. As I'm getting older, I've been on YouTube for years. Few of you scragglers, I don't have the audience I used to have. Like almost 1,000 subscribers on my old channel. It was just Fat Libertarian, I believe, was just the old channel. And then there was Tea Party or something bullshit. Oh, God. But, that was years ago. And I tended to be more militant back then, I think. Blow this mother down and, all of that stuff. And I'm still like that. But as I get older, I realize that it's not wise to uh, break up possible relationships in your life that are beneficial to you. In other words, I look at this as an opportunity for liberty lovers to unite with the Republican Party in their time of sorrow. They're looking for answers right now. We need to be a part of those answers. We need to be a part of those solutions. And the way we can be a part of that is by making sure that they understand that the reason that they lost this election and the reason they lost the last one with Obama is because of the war issue, the foreign policy. It's illogical for Republicans to run around talking about cutting spending, fiscal conservatism, but yet you're still supporting more intervention abroad. And Romney gave that audience in that last presidential debate, he gave them the impression that he was going to be a bigger warmonger than Obama. Why do they do this? Because the current Republican Party thinks that it's in their best interest to appear stronger on foreign policy. But what they fail to realize is that the audience listening to this is not making a distinction. They're not saying, well, Romney's saying he would do better than Obama. How? In what way? Are you going to declare war on someone? And that's what Obama said. He said, well, are you going to go to war against Iran? People hearing this, they're thinking Bush Part 2, another cowboy, another fucking Republican who always wants to go to war. They always want to go to war. It's the same thing over and over again. The American people see this. It was in the last debate. I was watching a little bit of that debate. Unfortunately, it was pissing me off. I got about 20 minutes in, maybe. I had to leave. But they were talking about foreign policy, and I was watching it, and I'm sitting here going, shit. Because I found myself agreeing with Obama. Because Obama kept saying, well, Governor, are you talking about you want to go to war against Iran? And then Romney, pulled back. It's like, well, what more do you want? Because Romney was complaining that Obama hadn't done enough on Iran, and it's like, well, what more do you want him to do? He's already started the precursor to war, and that's the sanctions, the unbelievable sanctions. Got troop carriers or ships surrounding Iran. What more do you need? Well, you got to do this, got to do. I don't know. They're just making up stuff because they want to make them appear weak. This goes on all the time. The problem is that kind of shit hurts the GOP with women voters. Let me explain something to you. A woman voter, it's like talking to your mom. Okay? How do you convince your mother to support war? Have you ever tried that? It ain't easy. And the women that do support war are already Republicans anyways. So, in the modern electile dysfunction system we have, you have to say things that you don't really mean in a way that you really mean it. So it'd be like, Romney should have said this. I think we can do better in the arena of foreign policy, better than the president, in a way that will reduce spending and not cost us as many lives. Our young soldiers are risking their lives, and I think it's of the utmost importance that when we go to war, we only go to war with a declaration of war from the Congress, and we only go to war as a nation together as one. And when we require that, that necessarily means that it's less likely that we will actually go to war. And we'll only go to war when it's absolutely necessary. That's a stronger foreign policy. That's a better foreign policy than going to war and risking our young men and women in Libya for the name or in the sake of the UN. That's not what America is about. That's not what America should be doing. We need a stronger, more humble foreign policy of non-intervention, of peace, but of force when necessary, when required, and when given the proper approval. That message would have won Mitt Romney this election. And it can win the GOP the presidential election in 2016. Because you think Obama is a war hawk or Romney is a war hawk, you ain't seen nothing till you've seen Hillary Clinton come 2016. And who knows what will be involved in at that point. So my point in all this is saying 2016, Hillary Clinton, Rand Paul. Rand Paul will be the voice of the non-interventionist Republican that they need to get elected. Hey, they went the squishy moderate center, moderate, to get elected. Why not go non-interventionist right like you used to be to get elected? Something to think about, something to talk to your Republican brethren about. Don't bash them, don't attack them, calm down, breathe. Try to get them thinking forward. Try to get them on the Rand Paul train. Because they're not going to agree with Ron Paul, but they might agree with Rand Paul. See ya. Wait, how do I do it?